Hey everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is called Husky Creations, and it is all about biology. All biology resources for you, okay? I am going to be showing you how to create biology resources, how to use them in your classroom, and why I use them in my classroom. So I am Mary McCarthy. I'm the owner of this YouTube channel, and I also have a Teachers Pay Teachers store, which is all about biology resources. I have been a biology teacher now for 17 years, so it's been a while. And I'm going to share with you all of my favorite resources. I'm going to share how I make them, how I use them, why I use them, and what works, what hasn't been working, give you like tips and tricks along the way. Okay, let's start. So today we are going to be making a tic-tac-toe board. It's tic-tac-toe. The students love it. It brings them back to their childhood. I like it because I control how they're reviewing, what activities they are doing, because I'm adding the activities onto this sheet, but they get to choose which activities they want to complete. So I fill this board with 9 different activities for them to complete, and I tell them you have to choose to complete 3, and you have to get 3 in a row to win tic-tac-toe. Okay? Now, student choice. Very popular with the students. They like it. They like having a voice in their education. I teach high school, so they like to have some sort of control over what they are doing in the class, and I don't blame them. So what I do is I decide what activities I want them to complete, and then I put them on the board, and I try to place them in a certain way so that there aren't like 3 really easy activities in a row. And if there is an activity that I really want them to do, I put it right in the middle and I say, okay, you have to play tic-tac-toe, you have to get 3 in a row, but you have to do this middle one too. So you can get 2 other ones, whichever way you want, but you have to complete the middle one. Sometimes I don't. When I did this board, this one is on photosynthesis and cellular respiration. I just gave it to them and I said, choose any 3 that you want. Students like it. They can go by whatever mood they're in. We have a coloring worksheet, a word search worksheet, a review worksheet. Whatever they're feeling for that day, they can choose that activity. And also, they all have different study styles. So I've learned if I assign one certain studying activity, like here, complete this review worksheet, some students love it because they love studying that way by completing worksheets. Some students hated it because they wanted stuff that was online, like Quizlets and Kahoot Games. So by putting both of them on here, I can give them the opportunity to study and review the way that works best for them. So let's get into it. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make a digital version of this, which it looks just like the printed out version, except in the printed out version, I use a black and white background because I do not have a color printer at work. And on the digital version, I'm going to use a color background. So when we are creating this, if you want to create a printed out version, just change the background to a black and white. Unless you have a color printer, then go for the color. But I'm going to turn the camera around and cast my screen so that you can see how I do this. And I'm going to use Google Slides. You can use PowerPoint. I don't have PowerPoint, so Google Slides it is. All right, here we go. Okay, so here is my Google Drive. This is actually what we are going to be making, but it does not have the activities built into it yet. So let me start from the beginning with you. So I'm going to close that. I am going to start with a new Google Slides. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this theme. I'm going to redo the page setup. So I want this to be printer friendly. So I'm going to custom make it. I'm going to reverse it. So 11 by 8.5 because I want it landscape. Okay, and then I just get rid of these text boxes because I don't need them. Now for that pink background, go to background, choose an image. You can get these background pages. I got them off of Teachers Pay Teachers, so you can do the same exact thing. This time, let's pick a blue one. So we'll put a blue background on this board. We hit done. Okay, nice and pretty. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to make the actual tic-tac-toe board. So you go to Insert, Table. Tic-tac-toe is a 3 by 3 grid. And then I resize the tic-tac-toe board, which is a table. Let's see, and I try to make it as even as possible. I am going to leave room at the top because that is where I'm going to put the name. And I just call it tic-tac-toe. Okay, it's hard to see, but you can see the cells in here. So I'm going to highlight everything. I go up here. This is the fill color. So right now it is transparent. I like a white background. You can pick any color background that you want. And now we can see the actual tic-tac-toe board. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight it again. I want to change the border. So the border color is going to be black. And I like the border to really stand out so it looks more like a board game. So let's see, let's try 24. There we go. I like that. Then, no, actually, let me make that a little smaller. That's a little too big. So let's do 16. There, okay, that looks better. Now for the title, insert, I always use word art. So I type it in, tic, tac, toe. There we go, hit enter. Position it right up here at the top. You can change your font. Right now, the default is Arial. So I scroll down. I like lobster for my titles. And I just center it. There we go. Now, see how it's white? If you don't like the white, I like black. You go up here, and this is the fill color. So you can really pick any color you want. Let's say I wanted a hot pink. I could do a hot pink. And then to change the border, I could make the border white. And then just like with the table, with word art, you can change the size. So that doesn't look bad. Let's leave it like that because this is a digital version. Now you have to put in your actual activities. I write my activities on a sheet of paper. And so it's just easier. You can also just do it right as you're working on the tic-tac-toe board. So I fill it in all at the same time. This is going to be on the cell cycle, this tic-tac-toe board. So let me just fill all of this in. I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to just sit here and watch me type. Okay, so all of these have been typed in. And now I highlight all of them. So I like to type all of the activities in first, then highlight them and play with the text and the size so that everything is uniform. So first thing I do is center it, then change it to a font. I like Lexend, then change the font size so it's easy to see. Okay, maybe a little smaller. There we go. And then see how like this one takes up the whole box, but this one doesn't. So I just hit enter just so that everything is cohesive. And okay, let me make this one a little smaller because see how comprehension, the N is on the next, there we go. Perfect. So here are my activities. So this is for the cell cycle. So they get to play the Kahoot games, complete the Ed puzzle, complete the cell cycle coloring worksheet, complete a word search, complete any missing assignments. The study guide is right in the middle because I'm going to require that they complete that. Now this is a digital tic-tac-toe board.
So I am going to make some O's off to the side. And when they finish something, they drag the O over, and then this will be posted on Google Classroom, and that is what they will turn in. So let me make some shapes. So I want a circle. Just put it right here, put it off to the side. Fill color is going to be transparent. Border color is going to match the pink here. So I will pick that pink. And let's see what 8 looks like. A little bit bigger. Let's try 12. There we go. And let's just look at what the size looks like. Okay, so make a little smaller. That's good. So whatever 3 they choose, they will drag the circle onto the board. And then once they have 3 in a row, they will be able to turn it in. So that means I have to make 2 more of these. So I'm just going to do Command or Control C if you are on a PC. I am on a Mac. And I make 2 copies and I put them off to the side. So when I post this onto Google Classroom, they will open it not in slideshow view, so they will not hit this, because if they do, the circles will go away. They choose 3 activities. When they finish the 3 activities, they will drag the circles over. The way I use this activity is when they complete an activity, they bring it up to me, and I either check the answers myself or I give them the answer key for whichever activity they completed, and so that they can check their answers. Now, Quizlet, Kahoot, Edpuzzle, there are no answer keys. This coloring worksheet, I already colored it so they can check their coloring by the answer key. Very quick way. Word search, I already did it, so they can, again, check their answer with my answer key, or I can check it for them. But this is it. This is the tic-tac-toe game. Again, if you wanted a printer-friendly version, just change all of the colors to black and white. But the process of making it is the same. Okay, and that is it. So that is how you create the student choice board, the tic-tac-toe board. Here it is one more time. Remember, the printed out version, the only difference is no color. Just choose black and white for your border and black and white for the header. If you want this already made with all of the activities, check out my Teachers Pay Teachers store. I will link it at the bottom for you. All you will have to do is print out this tic-tac-toe board, print out all of the activities. Yes, I gave them all to you, all 9, and set it up for your students and watch them be engaged in their midterm review, test review, whatever it is you need to review with them. All right, if you liked this video, please check out my other videos, hit subscribe, hit like. Have a great day and happy teaching.